Food for thought. Food for thought, get it? Food. Good morning everyone, and welcome to the RangerRob Country Living channel. Yes, we're starting our day off in the kitchen because the video yesterday we were finding out we needed to harvest a bunch of stuff. Well, between harvesting in the greenhouse and the conventional garden, we definitely got ourselves loaded up really well on tomatoes. Well, that's not all of them. There's more up here ripening. Sometimes I pull them a little early just to keep them from cracking too much. And the last thing I wanted to show you is the Cherokee purples we got. I just cannot describe to you just how yummy Cherokee purples are. But they are definitely an ugly tomato. You just cut away the bad parts of them and enjoy the sweetness of them. Not very acidy and very sweet. Just a good munching tomato. And we actually used them in some of the sauce that we made over the weekend. Tasted wonderful. So anyway, today we're going to go back out to the garden because I need to tell you more about the corn. Well guys, it's a beautiful afternoon, well morning actually, here in Central Oregon. In fact, yep, it's a sparkling day in Central Oregon. It's kind of pretty. So yesterday, two things we need to talk about in this video. One is separating the piglets and getting them weaned from their mom. We have to see how that went. We split them up last night, put up their new paddock, and got Zelda completely away from the other babies. And we'll see what kind of problems we might have had, or no problems at all. And but what I really want to talk about is what happened after the video I did yesterday, and it has to do with corn. So I can't say I'm an expert at growing corn, but I can tell you my pump's not working. I don't know what's going on here. Hang in there. Time out. All right, I'm back. So apparently the switch in the inside of the house shut off the pump to the pond. Just flipped it back on. It is now working once again. It's always something. Anyway, we need to get back to the corn. So last night I got looking a little closer at the corn. Sorry. And remember I told you we have 5 different species of corn. We have some early corn. They're all sweet corns, but anyway, so we have like a 69-day corn up to 89-day. And it's like we've definitely hit the 69-day. So after I did the show yesterday, not sure how, I dropped the corn. I decided to take a closer look at this early corn, and the ears, in fact there's one on the ground here, the ears are really small. And it's like, oh gosh, we're not going to do any good. When I started opening these up, turns out they're definitely full-blown corn. And so I actually harvested like 10 of them last night. And they look beautiful. And we had corn for last night for dinner. So this first row and second row, this corn came from Wilco. It's a corn. It was supposed to be an early corn, 69 days. And then we had this early corn from Gurney's in row 2. And it's definitely sweeter. I got a couple out of there than the corn right here. And of course, all my other corns are going to take a couple more, a week or two more before they're ready. But anyway, the excitement is we got corn. And so the early corn is definitely developing, but it's small. And the Gurney's corn, which is an early corn, tastes good, but it's sweeter than this corn. And then next I have candy corn, and then 2 types of peaches and cream and a honey and cream corn that has needs a few more weeks. So we're into corn, people. And as you can see, I finally went through all these tomatoes over in this other side here. Get my camera lined up here. And got a lot of tomatoes out of here, and a lot out of the greenhouse too. So this in my feed here is all butternut squash, and I'm still kind of, I can't say I'm successful or not yet on this, but I am looking forward to seeing if I get some of that. So what I really like about butternut squash is how well it stores. So anyway, guys, I thought I'd brief you on what's going on here, but I want to show you what we did also with the piglets. Should we just go right on through the garden there? Anyway, so we separated the mama from the piglets last night, set up her new paddock, and thought we'd go out there and see how all that worked out. All right, so I'm out here with the pigs. All the paddocks are lit up as far as electric fences. The babies, I have a security camera in the farrowing house, so I've been watching them. They're doing great. Sparky, he's going to be ready to eat. He's up already. What I want to see is how things went back here. Now, you haven't seen what we did, but we have another paddock over here, which is where we had Zelda and the babies. Well, then we set up a 4th paddock, which is right here, and this is little Zelda, who's now away from her babies. And hi, baby. How are you? How was your first night? Huh? You ready for dinner? So she got a new house. She's eating really well. Ate all of her food from yesterday. She's been digging a little. Her new wallow is empty. Down here, when you dig a wallow, it takes a while for it to kind of seal. So we had that full of water last night, and as you can see, it's empty. So we're gonna have to keep checking her water until this kind of seals in a little more. But looks like she's been having fun in her new paddock. She's got lots of grass. She's doing all right. And so let's check the piglets over here, this is their first night without mom, and they're in there. And yeah, they're all hanging out in the house and trying to figure out what to do without mom. They're all eating. They're eating grass, hay, drinking water fine. So they're totally ready to get away from mom. So anyway, let's get some food. Start off with the babies and mama. And I'm going to put the hose in over here right now, because I got to get this wallow filled up again, because poor Zelda has no wallow. So, but everybody looks fine. Nobody crashed through gates. Not too much whining. So yeah, it went really well. All right, we're slowly getting the chores done here. All little piglets are all eating away just fine. They got water. They've been eating hay. They're definitely doing just great without their mama. Their mom's just across the way, so she is in sight. and she's happy as ever because she's got tons of grass, and she's eating right now, and I am filling her wallow up right now. And then we'll work our way back to Maggie with her new babies, and I can get all their wallows filled up. I am running the wallow, filling the wallow over for Sparky over at the end, our boar. So yeah, weaning is going very smooth. The piglets are definitely advanced enough. They're starting to go to some of their new homes in a week and a half. And next week I'll be worming the babies, and before I deliver them to people. And yeah, all is smooth. The only problem with all these different paddocks is it takes a little longer to get the morning chores done, but that'll change as we start depopulating our piglets to their new owners. And to remind you, we do have 1 or 2 piglets left in the bigger bunch here that are ready to go. See, by the time you see this video about a week from now, or right now for this video, if you're looking for some to raise some of your own, if you don't have a place to raise a pig, we can raise them here for you, and we'll talk to you. You can just contact us and we'll tell you how that process works. But yeah, so we're almost got all these piglets a home, and then of course we got the other 10 over there. It'll be a month and a half before they're really ready to go. So yeah, one step at a time. Then we'll take a break for the winter, and as soon as we know that all 8 of these piglets here have got a home, and what time, if they're going to be feeders or not, then we'll schedule also their butchering date for, I don't know, April, May, June area. That'll put them between 8 and 10 months old. So yeah, they're pretty big by then. So anyway guys, if you're interested in an Idaho pasture pig for breeding or feeding as a feeder, let us know. We'll talk and figure out what'll work best for you. We can raise them here, or you can raise them on your own location. So anyway, food for thought. Food for thought, get it? Food. All right, it's a little bit later here. I got water going into the last paddock here with the little ones. I just wanted to do a follow-up on the pig we call Y, because she's got a little Y on the side of her. Anyway, she was the one who was doing a lot of coughing and wheezing, and we did the medical treatment with her and stuff, and she's doing really well. She's getting bigger, catching up with her brothers and sisters, not coughing and wheezing as much as she used to, so she's doing really well. So we're really happy about that. But yeah, they're all on their own. They're doing great. They're eating well. Mom's enjoying her new paddock, and it's all good. So that's the follow-up on the pig we call Y. And yeah, she's right over there, a little black and white, and starting to catch up in size with her brothers and sisters. So we're very happy about that. All right, guys. Well, I've got a confession to make. Totally got my mind blown today. And how in the hell did that happen? I gotta sit down for this. So I ran some errands today, just doing some silly stuff. Got a haircut, not much to see. And just makes my head shinier. So Sherry shot me a note today on the phone, and said happy anniversary. It's like, oh shit. Or excuse me for the wording, but oh my gosh. I mean, totally forgot our anniversary. But so did my wife. And the only reason she remembers, she's in accounting and was writing down the date, and realized, oh my gosh, it's our anniversary. So that is pitiful when you're so busy and you're going, you got so much going on. And all I can say is, you can tell we're not very selfish people, because her and I totally forgot that we've been, this is our 42nd anniversary. So Sherry and I have been married 42 years. 42nd, yeah. So, wow, it's been a hell of a ride. It's pretty bad when you can't remember your damn anniversary. We, all I can say is we've been married for a long time. If you have to constantly, we're so important that you've got to cover a birthday or a celebration or something, even on Mother's or Father's Day. I mean, we catch it most of the time. It's, how to explain it? It's not like we're trying to hit the accomplishment of lots of years. It just naturally happens. And so we're not checking off a bucket list or something. Anyway, Sherry and I have been married since we got married at age 19 back in 1980. And yeah, we just, we've had interesting rides, ups and downs, and children, and probably owned 9 or 10 houses since then. Made it through a couple recessions, businesses, successes, and failures, and so on. It's, we could write a book, but so I'm wishing my wife a happy anniversary, but we just kind of keep them coming. We're not keeping score. I guess that's the way to describe it. But kind of funny, I called her up, I'm laughing, I go, oh my gosh, I have totally forgotten. So it's like, all right, her and I, she wants to mow the lawns tonight. It's like, because we're both realizing it's anniversary, and I said, let's go ahead and mow your lawns. We'll do something this weekend, because it is only Tuesday for us. And so when the weekend comes, we'll go out to dinner or something, go to a casino or something. Anyway, but yeah, today is our anniversary. And you always see this video a little later. So it's August 23rd today, which is our anniversary. And we were married up in Washington State. We grew up there. And we knew each other well before that. That's why we got married so young. But we knew each other since we were 7 years old. So it's been actually more than 42 years, but actually married 42 years. But yeah, funny. It's I don't know what to say about that other than being a little bit shocked that both of us kind of like forgot. It would have eventually occurred to us a week or two later. Anyway, but yeah, happy anniversary, Sherry. Well, it's getting later in the evening, and I'm getting ready to go pick out dinner. So we got some ham that we're cooking for dinner already. So I just got to go get some corn, and then a couple of potatoes out of the garden over here, and that'll be our dinner tonight. So Sherry's gonna mow lawns tonight, so I'm just gonna take care of chores tonight and cook, get our stuff for dinner and call it a day. But anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the world. We'd appreciate it. Really helps us out. So yeah, before you go, make sure and hit the like button. Make sure and kick this video out to some other groups and stuff. We'd appreciate it. So guys, have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching. Bye now. This video is made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available in Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.